Hey there, everybody. Let's draw. Oh shit, that must be too loud. Okay, there we go. Gonna be a pretty short one today, cause I was gonna do like a longer art stream, but since I'm starting this so late, I won't be drawing as much today. Hello there, S-rank mammal. Don't call me honey. How you doing? Why did you type that? I don't know. Why did you type that? Hey there, Ring Copper. I'm doing pretty well. Been feeling a little too sleepy, mostly because my sleep schedule has been all over the place. But I'm still here, doing well. How about you, though? How are you doing? Morgana tell me to go to sleep. I wish she did. I wouldn't be feeling so eepy. And hey, that's good to hear, Ring Copper. But how are you doing, Gino, bro? Actually, no. Hey, that's good to hear, Gino, bro. I was gonna like originally ask this in yesterday's stream, but yesterday's stream was very chaotic, so I didn't really get a chance to. What are you guys' plans for this weekend? I probably might watch something, maybe like that Sinners movie, or maybe I might end up watching like more of Onigai My Melody, but I haven't even like finish the first season of that. Oh, what am I gonna draw today? Oh, you'll see. All I'll say is it's gonna be somewhat Sonic themed and a little bit themed after some other game that's like the hot buzz right now at Sonic. Studying, have an entrance exam in September. Oh, good luck with that, S-Rank Mammal. You're going to orientation next week? Oh, well, good luck with that to you as well, Gino, bro. Oh, hey, Mr. DX. How are you doing? I'm doing well. I'm feeling a little sleepy, because of my horrible sleep schedule lately, but I'm still here doing the streams and the drawings and shit. Sorry for my sleep. That's all good. That's just a cycle. Like, I like somewhat get like a pretty good sleep schedule. Then something pops up that ruins it, and then I like have to go back and try to fix said sleep schedule. It's only like that because I was staying up working on like the thumbnail for that Tamagotchi Life video, but I think I'm gonna stop staying up late to work on stuff because that's no good for me. Actually, the exams were in July, but you failed, so you're giving it another shot in 2 weeks. Oh, well. Best of luck to you on your second try. Your sleep might get fucked up in September. Oh, damn. Hopefully it doesn't. You need to draw more. Yeah, I've been wanting to draw more myself. It's just, yeah, I'm trying to like edit videos, and also like I want to like learn some writing. But yeah. You have night school. Oh shit. Well then. Well, best of luck to you at night school, but damn. Night school. Hot damn. I'm guessing it's like you have to go there in person? Or is it like an online thing? How have we been enjoying the new Fortnite season? Okay, so fun fact about today's stream. I was considering streaming Fortnite, but I decided not to do it because I don't really have like money to like buy the battle pass that Sonic's in, And it's like, if I can't, like, play as any of the Sonic skins, then it's like, what's the point of even streaming that? But I might change my mind and do it next week, who knows? In person? Damn. That is so rough, man. Again, best of luck to you. But if you recall correctly, night school is on Monday. Alright. You already bought the Sonic and Eggman skins. You're very financially responsible. It's not about the Sonic skins off, it's about hitting them clips. That's true. Yeah, that's basically what I'm drawing right now. And yeah, Mr. DX, you got it. Oh wait, I just yeah. I don't really like that pose for cheese though. There we go. Yeah. There we go. That's a much better pose. That's some sad music. Yeah. Tragic that Cream is throwing her chow at you and is gonna kill you. I don't know why Cream turned into the darkness, but she's now abusing the power of her chow. What a menace to society Cream has become. You really want to make a Deltarune fan game but can't 3D model or animate? You're trying to learn, but you don't have the time or effort? Oh, what are you exactly trying to do if you're trying to like learn 3D modeling and such? Like, are you just trying to do like a 3D game? You want to make a fighting game with them similar to Marvel vs. Capcom or Dragon Ball Fighters? Oh yeah. Well, that sounds cool, but yeah, you're really gonna have to like really get in there then. You could always do like sprites. It doesn't have to be 3D models. The thing is, you have more than enough time to draw, but for you, if you're drawing as work, as in something you have to put an active effort, the last thing you want to do is more work. I mean, I get that. I'm like, unless it's something that I'm working on for a project and I don't really like view drawing as work. Well, if unless it's like a project or like me doing art studies and such. Like this right here for me, like I'm not really like worried about like putting like any effort in. I'm just doing silly little drawings. You like to try drawing again, but you don't know how to do shading. You know what? Hold up. Let me actually show you how I like go about shading. If I could find like a drawing here. Let me find a drawing of mine that I could like easily work with. Oh, on paper? Oh, okay. I was gonna show you like some cell shading things, but you say paper, I don't know exactly what you're trying to like do with shading then. You could like go about it in like many different ways. You want the game to also have lots of spectacles, so 3D is necessary for it. You want flashy super animations and stuff like that. Usually just guess, honestly, it's not that important. Well, I try not to guess with shading, because with shading, you use that to describe the form of like your subject. And also like how like depending on how you use shading, you could so use it to like show like a pose much better. So like if something is like foreshortened, you could use shading to like help with that. And also you could use shading to like help describe like a mood of a drawing that you're doing. But yeah. You refuse to learn coloring for your drawings, at least on paper. You always found that process tedious. I mean, yeah, like if you're just starting out or you just want to like draw for fun, then yeah, you don't have to color. Yeah, but if you're starting out, nothing needs to be perfect. That's true. Hell, I would even argue if like even if you're like at like an intermediate level, you don't have to make it perfect. Like unless I'm doing like a reference sheet for my character, then I don't really try to be perfect with any of my drawings. Because then it's like I'm not gonna like do like anything. I'm just gonna be frozen up trying to like make the drawing perfect, so I'm just like fuck it, let me just draw. And the quality of your drawings kind of sucks, to be honest. I mean, I like your drawings. And honestly, like, that shouldn't stop you from wanting to draw. Like, I'm not, like, the greatest at drawing, but I still draw because it's fun. What you do is just copy the size of other artworks and try to make new things out of it, like drawing Junio Sonic as a unique pose or something like that. It's good for learning. Yeah. Like, honestly, if you want to learn how to, like, draw, like, very effectively, just, like, study the stuff that you like. See, like, why you like them, or just, like, try, like, emulating the work. That's what I do whenever I, like, study stuff that I really enjoy. And other artists do that as well. In fact, a lot of artists would encourage you, like, if you want to learn how to draw, the best way to learn and draw is just to draw what you're interested in. You started drawing for real last year. You started copying images from Azumanga Daioh. Hell yeah, I fucking love Azumanga Daioh. Oh my god. Good ass stuff. But yeah. Like, when I started drawing, I used to draw lots of Sonic and Dragon Ball Z stuff, where I just did my own thing. You're gonna head out. See you later. Alright, Mr. DX, see you later. And yeah, basically what Mr. DX said for hands. Like, especially if you're struggling with drawing hands, then yeah, references of hands is, like, good to use. I mean, references in general are, like, really good to use. In fact, I have, like, references of, like, Cream and, like, the Eminem pose, like, on, like, my other monitor. The song is familiar. Oh yeah, it's apparently from Tamagotchi Life. It's the campground theme, like, during the daytime. At least that's what the video says. I should specify the 3DS version of Tamagotchi Life, because this is like a 3DS, like, playlist. Yeah, I didn't even think that was a thing in the 3DS game. Then again, I don't really know much about the 3DS game. You mostly drew Osaka simply because her hair completely covered her ears, so you didn't need to worry about ear placement. Yeah. It helps that, like, for, like, the Azumanga Daioh characters, they're very simplistic compared to, like, other stuff. Then again, stuff like Azumanga Daioh, Lucky Star, and Nichijou are, like, very simple with, like, the character designs and stuff. So they're, like, really easy to draw. You want to do, like, fan art or such. Oh, a link between worlds. Yeah, because I thought this was like the 3DS remake of like Ocarina of Time. I'm like, I don't recognize this from that game. What? Cheese has definitely seen some shit with those eyes, yeah. Cheese is not afraid to beat your ass. Oh yeah, the freaking wings. The music is nice, you know what else to say. Yeah, this music is from Mario and Luigi Paper Jam Bros. Which I hear people don't really, like. I don't know, what's the consensus with, Paper Jam Bros? Ooh. People don't like how the game treats Luigi. They did him dirty. Really? What did they do to Luigi? They treat him like a joke. You think you don't remember? Well, that's fucked up. It felt like it was made out of necessity rather than out of passion. Oh, one of those types of projects. Well, I don't like. Yeah, they don't really take full advantage of this being a crossover of paper. I mean, of Mario Luigi and Paper Mario. Yeah, from what I hear, like the RPG series for like Mario, especially like Paper Mario, have not been like great lately. Which is a shame, because the older games look like they're definitely full of like character and such. People also considered that game to be the beginning of Alpha Dream being in trouble financially. Oh yeah, I heard about that. You know, since we're talking about like Mario and Luigi, how do people feel about like that new Switch one, Battleship or whatever the fuck it's called? I forgot it today, but I know it has like a some plug girl that looks like this kind of like whatever. I don't fucking remember how they look like, but they look something like that. Oh, Brothership. Oh, I thought it was Battleship. I'm so sorry. But yeah, brothership. The paper enemies all were also reused from Sticker Star. There were no new paper enemies made for Paper Jam at all. Damn. That is definitely not a good sign of that game. I mean, I know I'm like a fan of Castlevania, and they reuse enemies a lot, but at least like Castlevania has the excuse of like having really low budget and all. Which now that I say that, is the new Castlevania gonna have like a higher budget because like it's made with like newish graphics and all? I'm kind of interested in seeing how that game is gonna turn out. From what you hear, it's one of those, trust me bro, it gets better after 20 hours. Oh no. But from what you hear, the story is actually really good. You sure love the part where Mario and Luigi guessed where the enemy ships were by saying stuff like H7. That would be an interesting like crossover, like Mario and Battleship. Just make that into like a new spin-off. Mario and Luigi and Advance Wars crossover. When yeah, do that shit. I'd play it. You ever play Advance Wars? Does it have battleships? It might. I also haven't played Advanced Wars. Oh shit, you know what fucking Nintendo game has a battleship thing? That freaking, that splish kaboom guy from like, Wind Waker. That's like, kinda like Battleship. You never, oh wait, oh, I read that right. From the looks of it, it's Fire Emblem but with tanks, and it's made by Intelligent System 2. Yeah, that's kind of the vibe I got from that game. Oh shit. I think I had friends who played Advance Wars. I'm not sure. And even then, like, back then, Advance Wars never really interested me. I was only interested in Fire Emblem because of Smash Bros. And I had, like, a friend who used to love Fire Emblem a lot. So I was like, fuck it. I'll check it out. And I did check out some Fire Emblem games. Echoes was cool. And I like Three Houses, but people don't like that game anymore. They must have loved it when Byleth joined Smash. I don't know how they reacted towards Byleth. Probably not in a positive way, because that was around a time where that friend of mine started getting a little burnt out from Fire Emblem. I thought Byleth was a pretty cool character. But yeah, I don't know. Besides Roy and Marth, I never really played as the other like Fire Emblem characters. Cause I'm like, why would I play as these other ones when like Roy and Marth are like fine the way they are? Although I did like what they did with Roy and like Smash 4, like making him better than like his melee counterpart. But yeah. Totally played the GBA games and Ike's game. Yeah, I would like to look into Ike's game. Ike is a pretty cool character from what I hear. Probably wasn't mad as me and my friend. Oh, damn. I definitely get that, though. I also had a friend who was really pissed off at, like, Violet's conclusion. Because I had a feeling they were gonna sneak a Fire Emblem character into, like, the DLC stuff. But it's also, like, you have, like, all these cool characters and you, like, start the first wave of DLC with, like, Joker from Persona that had, like, a really cool, like, intro in, like, the Game Awards. And then you just end the first wave with like a Nintendo character that no one asked for. Like I will say, like Pyra, Mithra, and Min Min were more exciting than like Byleth, because not only with what I said, but the fact that, like, we already had, like, so many Fire Emblem characters. And I get that Fire Emblem is really popular. But not even the freaking, like, DLC waves had, like, a Pokemon character. And that is way more popular than Fire Emblem. So I was like, what the fuck? There we go. Roy is such a tragic character, bro, not just because of what happens to him, but because they have such an interesting character that the story barely pays attention to. Even in all the interesting dialogue Roy has is behind a mechanic that the game doesn't tell you, and if you are aware of it, it's a pain to unlock them. Yeah, I hear about that too, and how like the fan base usually rags on Roy for being like such a bad like Fire Emblem lord, which is really fucked up. Oh, whoops. Long layer. But yeah, that I it's really sad. Cause I never played the game that Roy is in, but he's such a cool fucking character. Like, what the hell? You could even tell the people at Nintendo store weren't interested in Pilot. Oh, did someone filmed the reaction to like those like people in like the Nintendo store. Oh damn. I can only imagine there was like so much confusion and like even anger. Which again, I don't blame him. Cause like I knew they were gonna add like some sort of Fire Emblem character, but I was like, that they wouldn't do that, right? They wouldn't do that for like the fucking like first DLC wave, right? No, no, they did. And the crowd, known for freaking out over the previous four characters, were completely silent. Damn. And even then, there is an in-universe explanation as to why he sucks. He's just a 15-year-old that was forced to lead an army because he's the only person that could take the lead. Died, and the only other lead dies in front of him. Damn. Yeah, that's completely unfair to him then. The fuck? How even a Phoenix, even Phoenix Wright would have been more exciting character. Yeah. But hell, that really puts into perspective, like, even the characters that they put in the base game, like, the Belmonts and King K. Rool are, like, more exciting than Byleth. When you really think about it. Shame we didn't get a reaction for Steve when he was announced for Smash. Yeah, that fucking almost destroyed the internet. That was a great time to be alive. You know, after watching the direct for Fortune's Weave, In hindsight, it makes Pariah Smash roster even worse since it was revealed that none of the characters he put are actually the protagonist. It's funny cause like he said he didn't really know about Fire Emblem. I'm just like, what? Why would you put Fire Emblem characters in your dream roster then? His Atlas rep though is acceptable. What did he put for his Atlas rep though again? I think it was Jack Frost, right? Maybe I'm thinking of something else. So much water today. That's because my room is like really toasty. More toasty than usual. Oh, Jack Frost and Jack O'Lantern. Okay, yeah. That's really good. Yeah, I like that. I thought it was gonna be Vincent. That'd be an interesting joke character. Yeah, that it was. I only played like I think the demo of it, and I was like, that's okay. Or do you want it to be the Demi Fiend from SMT3? That way you could have a battle with him and DMC Dante, and it would be awesome because Dante was a cameo in SMT3. I don't know who that is, but I could get why he added Jack Frost and Jack O'Lantern though, because I don't even know much about like Persona or like SMT, but I hear that like people really like those characters, and they're basically like the mascot characters for those games. Well, besides like the dog and Teddy and Morgana from like Persona, but you know. The dog from like Persona 3 specifically, to clarify. I don't know their name. I just know that there's a dog in like Persona 3. Yeah, specifically like the like Dante from DMC2, because that's what they used, and that's the reason why the devil triggers in DMC3 look like they come from like SMT and Persona, because like the artist designed the like the devil trigger forms. Yeah. Yeah, basically what S-Rank Mammal is saying. A new funky mode included. I fucking love that shit. A fragmentary passage. Oh yeah, for that freaking tech demo of Kingdom Hearts 3. I love how that's like a story important game that just explains why Mickey wears no fucking shirt in like the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1. I mean, joking aside though, there's like also more to it than that, but it's funny that that's one of the things that like it happens in that game's story. They just explain, oh yeah, that's why Mickey doesn't wear a shirt. I'm like, okay. Yeah, like besides showing like Aqua in the realm of darkness and how it's like affecting her mentally, like they show you like why Mickey doesn't have like a shirt on at the ending of Kingdom Hearts 1, and that's because like the Heartless was like attacking him, and for some reason it just destroyed like his jacket. Yeah. Yeah, it's very fucking stupid, I know. Drip removal is the point of this franchise, apparently. I don't even know who the fuck this guy is, but fuck it, I'm just drawing him. We're doing it. Only now you're paying attention to the stream. Who are you drawing now? I don't even know. It's just someone that I felt like drawing. It looks like it could be an invincible, to be honest. Yeah. Drag, you think that's his name? Yeah, he kind of does, like, have that vibe, doesn't he? Oh, you know what? Actually, like, reminds me of Conquest from, like, Invincible. Because of, like, the scar on his eye. And tall for my arrival worm. Hey there, Jenny. How are you doing today? God, I wish I had a fucking AC in my fucking... I need to check on something, hold on. Okay, here we go. Wait. God. There we go. God, I can't even draw a freaking whatever. Doesn't even look good. I was drawing Conquest, and he does look like Conquest though. Jesus Christ. How many OCs do I have? I actually have like a whole bunch, but I only ever draw like uh 2 of them. Like I drew like Marie's mom actually. Let me actually show that. Right here. So like that's like Marie with her mom, and then Marie with Raylena, and Marie with Star Angel, and then like she's thinking about like, wait, how the fuck do I actually use that? Okay, there we go. She's thinking about like the past right here with like a younger Marie right here, and this mysterious character. Ooh, I wonder who she could be. Anyway. I might draw more of my OCs later down the line, but yeah. He looks like the therapist from Scott the Wait, this dude? Really? There's a character called the therapist? Interesting. Oh, what's that caterpillar doing on his face? But that's not a that's a very fuzzy caterpillar, but no. What else should I sketch? You know what? You know what? I am gonna draw this new horrifying version of Sonic. Hold up. Okay, yeah, here we go. Open that shit on a new tab. Yeah. This weird lanky version of Sonic. Tell me about the dumb fuck tennis game that hurt your feelings. Yes, his quirks are that the mic is constantly loud and peaking. Are you talking about the therapist guy? You're talking about me, because I am very self-conscious about like the microphone problem I have. I am trying to like fix that because I was listening to Jess Spook's like recording of like that Peach stream we like did a collab on together, and wow, I am sorry for killing the ears of everyone. Oh, the therapist guy from Scott the Wise. Oh yeah, I've seen like a few videos of his, but I don't I haven't really seen all of them. They are pretty good though. I know he did a collab with Ked Icarus, I think in the PlayStation All-Stars video that he did. His name is Jerry. Okay. The ugly ass Fortnite version. You got it. That's what I'm gonna be drawing. You know, something that was really funny, speaking of like the Fortnite version of Sonic, the reason why he, Shadow, and Knuckles look the way they do is because they aren't like the real like characters. They're like robots that got like the memories of those characters transplanted onto them. That's why they like look so weird. And I'm like, that's a really nice like way to explain why like they look so fucking weird. Thank you, Fortnite. Thank you for explaining that. Hey, Rainier, I see you have a new profile pic. I can't really like look at it well, but yeah. How are you doing? Kingdom Hearts type of bullshit explanation. It also reminds me of like, does anybody remember like the fake leak of like Sonic Frontiers? Where like people thought like the story of Frontiers was gonna be like modern Sonic was actually like a creation of like Eggman that like killed classic Sonic, but then like those like modern Sonic was like so out of control that like Eggman put him in a simulation where like Sonic Adventure 1 up till now was just all fake, and so were like the modern characters and such. That's what the Fortnite version of Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles reminds me of. I'm like, there's no fucking way like the artists of like Fortnite saw that leak and was like, you know what, bet. What are you talking about? What are you drawing? I'm drawing like the Fortnite version of Sonic, and I'm talking about that like fake leak of Frontiers that was a thing before the game dropped. Holy ass pool plot, Batman. Yeah. Oh, so Junipero, S-Rank Mammal, and S-Danger never heard of that? Damn. You know what? Let me see if I could find like a video talking about that. Wait a minute. I need to find that. But yeah, how are you doing, S-Danger? Let me find it. Hold up. Okay, no, not that. Fuck. Um, Damn, where the fuck is it? Shit, like I'm looking it up on YouTube. I'm not really finding anything. Damn, like it's shit. I can't find it. What the fuck? Oh well. All I'll say is it's like Yeah, you need to like just look up like the Sonic Frontiers like old 4chan leak and you'll probably see what like I was referring to. It's crazy. It was all a dream. Not that it's actually real. It really is. Like, it is like the weirdest fucking leak I've ever seen from like anything. You're the only one in chat who remembers the leak. Apparently. Damn, I'm so surprised like most of y'all don't know of this leak. What the fuck? Thanks for noticing the new profile pic, even though you can't see it too well. It's a witch hat Altier profile pic you got under season 2. Oh, nice. I guess Frontier Story could have been better if they used the memory loss thing instead of trying to be Evangelion or giving everyone unnecessary stupid character development. Oh, you said you remember to. Oh, okay. Yeah, honestly, like, it's weird that they didn't go with the memory loss thing. Because it's like, what was the point of, like, having, like, memory tokens or such? Which, I'm gonna guess it's from, like, an earlier version of the game. You're more surprised that you know of that leak? Well, it's because of the fact that, like back when I was like curious about Sonic Frontiers, I saw like this leak or like on YouTube, and I was like, let me check this out. And I'm after like watching a video covering it, I'm like, this can't be real. Like this shit cannot be real. This sounds way too fucking insane. I didn't really know much about Ian Flynn back then, so I'm like, did they hire this Ian Flynn guy to basically like reboot like Sonic in the most insane way? Damn. Oh my god. I think the only other person that I know that knows of that leak is Telekinistic Man. And how he was like memeing about it in one of his streams. I remember hearing Remy Dermy talk about that leak back then. I forgot who I saw that covered that leak, but it was like a pretty small channel. Or at least I think they were small. Yeah, I agree, Danny. I think that it would have made the story better. Nope, the leak was real though. I can't stand the story we got. Oh, it's so not Sonic. I mean, you say that as danger. That story, that leak story that I just explained is also not Sonic, because it's like, what the fuck was that? like having having the freaking like classic version of the characters get killed by like the modern version of like Sonic, Tails, Knuckles, and Amy, and then them being like put in like a simulation of like SA1 and above, like effectively like saying that those games never really happened. I I don't know about that. I don't think anyone would fuck with that, I'm gonna be honest. Yeah, that's exactly what I'm saying, Ranger. I was like, that is not Sonic at all. That is like some weird Kingdom Hearts ass fuckery. Even Kingdom Hearts wouldn't do that. What you hate? Hey, you can hate Frontiers all you want, but I don't know about that leak story. Cause I remember like talking about that with like Rue, and she was like, "That's so dumb," and I'm like, "Yeah, yeah, I agree." It's not even a leak. That's just crack fan fiction. It is. It. I don't know what that person was on, but hot damn, I must have done some powerful shit. You now realize I'm drawing Fortnite Sonic? Yeah, that's the reason why I was talking about that leak of Frontiers. Cause like for those who are just tuning in and didn't like hear anything of like I was talking about with like the Fortnite versions of Sonic, Knuckles, and Shadow. They're not like the real version of the characters. They're like robots that got like the memories of those characters like implanted onto them. And that's why they have like the really fucking weird look that they have. There's like your lore explanation. Which, I mean, interesting. I still think they look really dumb, but but thank you for that explanation, Fortnite. Feels like how the fandom wants the characters to act like instead of how the characters actually acts. They're crying about the cancellation of Spectacular Spider-Man again. Why? Was there something that happened recently with like that cartoon? Because either way, I really love that Spider-Man cartoon. They really shouldn't have canceled it, but what you gonna do? No, you're crying about 18 ago. Oh, okay. No matter how they redesign them, they always look weird next to taller characters. Yeah. Like, people talk about, like, the Sonic Boom characters looking weird because of, how lanky they are, and Fortnite was like, you know what, we could do a much better job at making them lanky. And, they did too good of a job, I would say. The problem with modern Sonic, even from Adventure, is that he looks like an alien. Nobody can tell it's a hedgehog. With classic Sonic, especially SRB2, it's obvious. I meant to say Sense Adventure. I don't know. I mean, I get what you're trying to say, but like, you can still tell, like, modern Sonic is supposed to be a hedgehog. Because if you could tell that classic Sonic is supposed to be a hedgehog, then yeah, I think that design comes out clear with modern Sonic as well. But I definitely get why people would prefer the classic designs, and like, I'm one of those people too, but I think the modern designs are good in their own way. I mean, hell, my favorite version of Sonic is Shiro Maikawa's version of Sonic. That is like the 2000s era. If you don't want to count Sonic Unleash or 06. People think that Sonic Frontier story is bad, but that leak makes you so happy for the story we got, because no matter how bland the cutscenes are, how little happens, that at least is not that. Yeah, I agree. As someone who didn't really care for Frontier story, at least it's not that weird Terminator thing. Because Jesus Christ, if that turned out to be real, I would look at Sega with the weirdest look ever, being like, that's one way to reboot Sonic. Modern Sonic quills look like big meaty hair. Modern Sonic is just classic Sonic but lankier and with green eyes. How does it look less like a hedgehog? Yeah. That's basically my whole thing too, Rainier, is like, yeah, he's like a lankier like version of classic Sonic and such, but yeah, if you could tell classic Sonic is a hedgehog, then yeah, I don't know why you wouldn't be able to tell that modern Sonic isn't a hedgehog. My favorite Sonic is Archie Sonic, but you also really like Shiro Maikawa's take. It's true to the original, just snarkier. Yeah. Because I love how Shiro Maikawa's version of Sonic is basically like Japanese and American Sonic fused together. Like, you have like what the classic, like the, well, not classic, but like the original version of Sonic is supposed to be, but he also has like the snarkin attitude of like what you would see in like the American stuff. Which I think that's like a nice way of like bringing the two worlds together. Well, for classic Sonic, his kills are from his whole back. You prefer the classic designs. Even though you find Shiro Makao's designs to be stylish, you're not a fan of the increased size proportion character designs, especially if it's in a 3D environment. Well, that's understandable. Oh yeah. Yeah, thank you for that clarification, Araignard, yeah. I also just remembered that now that you say that, that they were trying to go for like graffiti stuff with like the modern designs, which is why they're like lanky. Which is honestly interesting that someone would base like a character design on like graffiti of all things. You usually see that with like logos and stuff. Which I think is really cool. Now there's this issue with Mega Man X and Kingdom Hearts. They look great in 2D, but kind of awkward in 3D. I don't really feel that way for Kingdom Hearts, cause like how detailed the characters art is in like the 2D drawings and such, it makes sense that they would be in 3D. Oh wow, speaking of Kingdom Hearts, this is from Dream Drop Distance, the music playing. No, maybe not so much Kingdom Hearts. You think you say that because you hate Sora's big shoes? Oh, Sora's shoes are really big because like his design is supposed to be based off of Mickey Mouse, and Mickey Mouse do have big shoes. Did you guys hear that Sonic Blitz has been canceled? Oh yeah, you posted that on my Discord server. Yeah, it's such a shame, but I almost like forgot that was a thing. So hearing Pariah say the exact opinion in the writer's video is very cathartic because you thought no one had that opinion but you. You always had an opinion about the Modern Sonic. He looked better in 2D than 3D. Yeah. Which is why I would love to see like them do like a not like a redesign, but like do like what that Sonic Cross Worlds trailer did, where they had like the 3D models that looked like 2D and cell shaded. I think that'll be like a better look for Sonic going forward for like his games. Yeah, basically what Rainier is saying. Oh, okay, it's something you don't need to care for. I also heard that they were gonna make a modern version of Mighty for that card game. I would have loved to have seen what that looked like. Damn. Damn, I could see that happening though. Like this arrangement of Transverse Town is less annoying to listen to. I love the hatred you have for Kingdom Hearts 1, it's so funny. I know a lot of people don't like Kingdom Hearts 1 compared to the other games, but I don't know. I guess it helps that I grew up with Kingdom Hearts 1, so I don't really hate it. I would play 2 over it any day, though. Would it be blasphemous to say I would probably play KH3 over it, too? I don't know. Maybe that's why I got canceled, because Modern Mighty would have existed. They were like, no, we can't have the classic characters, like more classic characters become modern. Fuck that. this really is the last thing I'm gonna be sketching. I hate this. Oh my god. Oh, whatever. If I can't do a fucking Fortnite stream with this fucking event, then I might as well just draw it out, right? Honestly, Archer Sonic is such a niche because it's a niche within the niche, and it's one you have to actually read to understand why people like it so much. Whenever me and Low-Q do that book club thing, I will see what is up with Archie Sonic. Maybe then I'll like it. All I know about Archie Sonic though is that he's apparently really overpowered. I have no idea how, but I just hear that. Not really. Okay, so that video lied then. Damn. How could someone lie on the internet? How could they? Damn. Oh, they're triangle. That's a lie told by power scalers. Archie Sonic is essentially the same as Game Sonic, only different history, slightly different personality, but no difference in terms of power. Really weird then. Why the fuck would power scalers lie about that? Huh. I only take feats out of context from when Archie Sonic was Adventures of Sonic the Hedgehog-esque comedy. Okay, yeah, that one makes sense then, because yeah, if it's like a really cartoony thing, then yeah, I don't think that would like count, but I don't know. Krill? What about Krill? Oh, they do reach the bottom. Whoops. Grilling purple. Okay. There's one of me in a Krillian. Damn. Krilling all over the place. Only thing power scatters take from post-gag era. Excuse me. Archie Sonic has an in-universe plot. Armor powers. Well, that escalated quickly. It's true. Good God, bro. But I really gonna have to ask my folks about like helping me like get some sort of AC or something for my room. Hot damn. Which isn't even confirmed to be true, as it's just a theory. Made by both Eggman and Mammoth Mogul as to why they can't beat him. Could easily just be Cope. I see. Oh, no AC in your room sounds painful. Yeah. Like, the AC we have in our house is really good to where if I leave the door open, then, like, I get, like, really cold air. But... oh my god. When I close my room, it's over. Like, it's really over. It's a very chill stream. Yeah, my art streams tend to be. My gaming streams are a different fucking story though. But we're not doing a gaming stream. So it's all good. I sound really sleepy right now. Yeah, it's I really need to fix my sleep schedule. Oh, these streams are so nice. I'm glad you think so, Rainier. That's cool. I mentioned Krillin because you wanted to tell you guys to play Carrion. Oh, I know about that game. It looks cool. I might look into it. It's so Jover. Yeah, fuck, man. This fucking heat wave needs to fuck off already. Please. I hate streaming when it's hot, because I could actually feel my brain frying in real time. You agree the stream is pretty relaxing? Hey, nice. Yeah, that's why I like doing art streams like this. You just chill and talk about whatever. Even this fake version of the blue guy that we're talking about right now. Actually, no. That was a horrible mistake. And 30 days will be so barrack. I hope so. This hot damn. This fucking amount of like unnecessary detail for like his fucking shoulder pads are killing me. It's like, yeah, this is definitely like the fucking MCU shit. And, well, not even just MCU, just Overwatch as well. I was gotta add these freaking lines, and I'm just like, I get why you would want to add them for like robotic shit, and you know, this version of Sonic is like a robot, but I'm just like, good lord. Like, I get it, man. At least, I guess at least with like this version of Sonic is understandable. But like, I see that shit in like superhero outfits of like human superheroes, and I'm just like, what are the purpose of these lines? Those Freak streams are a main example as to how weird your sense of humor is, Mr. DX told. You're ones that are so funny you loop around to being funny, and you choose to take it as a compliment. Okay. Well, y'all are definitely wild as hell in those peak streams. I might do another one if Jess can like join, just to see if we could like get her to like the secret biome that she couldn't like play in because she had to like leave for like something that she had to take care of. But that's only after like Rue and Low-Q come back from their vacation. And even then, like, Jess is usually really busy with stuff, so you know. I think you're funny too, you're like in a good way. You just said right now. Nice save. Thank you, that's right. Just started typing before your second message, by the way. Oh my god. That's gotta be the funniest fucking moment of this stream. Holy shit. Oh shit. Okay, I can't exactly tell what the fucking details are on his gloves because of how the images. I'm just gonna do this. Fuck it. Whatever, man. All you know is that he has lots of robot lines on him. Because, you know, lore reasons. Wait, I just fucking realized. Okay, if Sonic, Shadow, and Knuckles are supposed to be robots in like the Fortnite universe, is Dr. Eggman supposed to be like a robot version of himself too, or is that like the real Eggman? I don't even fucking know anymore. I'm gonna guess that's the actual Eggman because he just straight up looks like Eggman. Stupid robot designs, yeah. That or Eggman himself build a Eggman robot to look exactly like him. Oh, that too, yeah. No, that's just Eggman. He's just straight up in Fortnite shooting people and stuff. Normal Eggman stuff. That's also true. I wouldn't put it past Eggman to like kill people by just straight up shooting them with like an AK-47 if he had the fucking chance. He would definitely do that with Sonic. Like, let's be real with ourselves. Eggman finally using the Glock from Fleet. Wait, he actually had a gun from like from that fucking comic? That's funny. Holy shit. Makes me wonder what they would have done with like future Sonic stuff if that comic didn't get canceled. So I think like online they're still making like Fleetway stuff, right? I know that like online you could like read the comics for free, but I think like someone is continuing that too. I could be wrong. Don't forget Eggman also held Amy at— oh yeah. Yeah, that's right, S-Rank ma'am. I forgot about that scene. Eggman has always been a super terrorist. That's true. He had a gun in IDW. Damn. Okay, yeah, so it makes perfect sense as to why Eggman is in Fortnite. I guess if we want to go that route, like Sonic uses a gun in Super Smash Bros. So yeah, I mean, even though this isn't the real Sonic, but whatever. You know what I mean? neither Fortnite Sonic nor Smash Sonic are the real Sonic. Damn. Damn. I mean, I guess that is true though, because the characters in Smash are technically just like toys. You think Sonic uses a gun in multiplayer mode for a shadow? Oh, really? Oh my god. That's insane. I forgot Shadow the Hedgehog had multiplayer. Crazy. Oh god, well, yeah. Let me draw one more thing to complement this before I go. Because I can't take the in the same game he said he wouldn't be caught dead with a gun. Damn, Sonic is such a hypocrite. Since 2005. Sonic is over party, yup. Such a shame. Oh, shit. Shadow on the third Twitter takeover. There'll never be a metal Shadow. Yeah, then in the game it's like, yeah, there is a metal Shadow. Humble Zombot Shadow. Oh yeah, that too. As we're talking about guns, the first thing that pops up in your Instagram is the character from the new Fire Emblem holding a gun. Yeah, I heard about that from a like Pariah stream. Interesting that they have guns now. What program am I using? Clip Studio Paint. I'm actually using like version 1.0 because I haven't like upgraded to like the latest version. I know like the current version, which I think is Clip Studio Paint version 4. Like it has like more tools and stuff. I think the tools in version 1 are like fine. I don't really use all the tools, but I would like to like mess around with them at some point. I think they're like perfect if whether you want to draw or make animations or like just do comics. It's good the way it is. I would like to learn Krita though. Even though Krita can be like really like weird. Man, that 3DS setting app is bringing you back. There's additional artists, but if you were to draw using digitally, it would be Krita because you're poor. I mean, Krita is really good from what I hear. I just haven't used it yet because I'm so like into Clip Studio Paint's tools that switching to another drawing program would be really like hard for me in that way, but yeah, Krita. I know a lot of like professionals like to use Krita. There are some people who like using Metabang paint, and very few that like use Fire Alpaca. Fire Alpaca is good as like a free drawing program, but I haven't used it much. The 3DS Arrow is really great. Yeah, I haven't really like been much into the 3DS era, but I really wish I was. I know a lot of great games were on it. Yeah, you know that's why you know that's good. That's why you use it. Okay. I'm very glad that you are aware. No, you actually do have a drawing tablet that your parents gave you on your birthday, but you've yet to use it for real. Ah, you should definitely use it then. Join us illustrators in drawing. What is this from Sun and Moon? Oh yeah, Pokemon Sun and Moon. I really fuck with that game. Such a shame that Gen 8 wasn't that great. I liked Gen 9 even though it also had problems, but I mean, you know. Oh, congrats, you wish you had a drawing tablet, you're lucky. If you want like an affordable like tablet on a budget that's like really good with the quality, I'd recommend the XP pen. It even comes with like a screen protector already on the tablet, so if you're never really feel comfortable with like putting a screen protector on your stuff because of how like annoying and tedious that can be, then they got you covered. Finding someone else thinks that Sun and Moon are good. Yeah, I think they're really fun. Like they were like a fun Pokemon game. I know people are like, oh, but like you can't really skip cutscenes and like for what it's trying to be, it's not like that great. And I mean, I get the not being able to skip cutscenes thing, but I don't know, for what it was, especially with how like basic and as fuck Gen 6 was. I think Gen 7 was nice. And like the whole thing with like all the Pokemon like that are like new to that gen being like slow and stuff. I mean, I'm not really much of a competitive battler, so that didn't really matter to me. That's the exact one you have? Oh, nice, yeah. You got a really nice tablet then. Right now you're getting a drawing tablet. Is not a priority, but you do plan on getting one in the future. Yeah. Even if you're a traditional artist, I say give like digital drawing a shot if you can. It's definitely like a nice alternative, and I still do lots of traditional stuff, mostly for like studies and whatnot. But yeah, a digital drawing can like be fun. Could take a while to like learn it, but you know. What program should you use with it? Ideally one that's free. Krita. That's like a really popular one that's like free. You didn't realize that type of... It's okay. Oh shit, wait. Oh. Okay, there we go. Let me erase this. Okay, that's it. Wow, I also went through this whole fucking stream without saving. Advice for people who want to get into digital drawing: always remember to save every once in a while, because you never know if your drawing program is going to crash or not. Alright, those are all the drawings. Okay. That is it for this stream. You just started drinking your second can of Coca-Cola. Worst mistake of your life. I would love to have a cold, refreshing drink right about now. But yeah, next week, it will be another art stream. Maybe a game, I don't know, but yeah. Until then, thank you all for stopping by, and I hope you all have a good one. Take care. And yes, that is Cream S Danger.